The Houston Police Department's 6-month scandal into over 260,000 criminal cases being suspended because the department used a code citing not enough personnel is nearing the finish line. Here's that push alert from our Click to Houston app today. The independent committee created by Mayor John Whitmire to investigate showed up to City Council to present its findings. Mario Diaz, who has broken several key elements on this scandal, is joining us now. Mario, any surprises?
There were a couple, but one that stood out specifically focused on ensuring that everyone within HPD was properly trained, from the bottom all the way to the top.
It should have never happened. It will never happen again, certainly while I'm mayor.
Houston Mayor John Whitmire responding to the 90-page independent review into why for nearly a decade HPD suspended criminal cases, simply because they did not have the manpower.
We chose to focus on the divisions not only that use the code the most, but also had a tie to crimes on person, crimes against person.
Whitmire's hand-picked independent committee focusing not only on how these cases were suspended, but also discovering pivotal problems within HPD's operations that had to do primarily with training.
I think the fact that we have officers that have been serving for a number of years and are familiar with the process, but don't necessarily know all the ins and outs.
The committee also finding that for years, many high-ranking officers in the command staff were improperly trained, yet they were put in charge of divisions without their input or experience.
So you could have a commander who's been in patrol for 20 years and then he receives notice that on Monday he's going to be in an investigative division and he has no investigative experience.
The committee made 17 recommendations ranging from a better management of cases to hiring more employees on the civilian side of HPD to improving crime analysis by staffing each division with a dedicated crime analyst. Whitmire saying afterwards that changes at HPD are already well underway.
These are not promises. This is guaranteed. We're going to improve HPD based on the recommendations and the findings of this report and bringing on a very experienced police chief.
The committee's final recommendation in the 90-page report focused on just this: HPD's chief, recommending that the chief presents to City Council and the mayor every year or as needed on how any lack of resources may affect public safety. But one key question remains following the presentation of the 90-page report, and that is this: does this report mark the end of the scandal? Whitmire made his position very clear.
It's what you don't know that scares you the most. I'm sure there's still the rest of the story.
And part of the story that remains unresolved is the fact that there are still internal affairs investigations pending against Executive Assistant Chief Chandra Hatcher, Assistant Chief Wyatt Martin, as well as Commander Donna Crawford over their actions after the scandal was made public back in February of this year. Those investigations are focused on allegations of untruthfulness as well as retaliation. In the newsroom, Mario Diaz, KPRC 2 investigates.